Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly in the At Your Beck and Call segment. Tonight, an interesting situation involving the rapper Jay-Z. As you may know, last January on Inauguration Weekend, he said this.
Never thought I'd say this, baby, I'm good. You can keep your I don't want no more Bush, no more war, no more Iraq, no more white lies. My president is black.
However, tonight, Jay-Z is holding a benefit at Madison Square Garden here in New York City to help the families of police officers and firefighters killed on 9/11. So what are we to make of this guy? Here now, the always provocative and sometimes very sensitive Glenn Beck. Well, Jay-Z. Now, you buddies with him? Oh, you love him.
Oh, he is. You know, this might come as a surprise to a lot of listeners or viewers, but I blend in the rap crowd.
Yeah. No, I've heard that.
Yeah.
I heard you hang with Snoop Dogg.
Oh, it's crazy. I don't want to drop names or anything like that. But actually, Bill, I have a... You know, he mentioned you on his last...
Did he?
CD.
In one of his songs.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You know that, right?
I heard
this
that,
is when he This is when he said, this ain't black versus white, Anyway, he went off to and said a lot of things. Please tell Bill O'Reilly to fall back.
Yeah.
It's not 200010 or 1864. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I don't know what it means.
Yeah, but are you aware of that?
Yes.
Good friend of mine that works here in New York, Lisa Page for 92.3 FM.
Yeah.
Here. Your book.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you show that? There's Lisa. There's Jay-Z. Okay.
Yeah.
Lisa went, and she can you show him signing the book? Do you have the other picture? There he is.
He's signing Bull
He's
Fresh.
signing the book. Here it is.
Does he have any clue?
He has. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He knew it was me.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right here.
Peace, Bill. Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Off that. What does off that mean?
I don't know, but I believe it's pronounced.
But
off
you're a rapper
that.
guy. Off that.
I don't
what does it mean?
Look. I mean, look.
You don't know what it means.
You won't understand.
Okay. Of course.
I mean, you're not.
Now, he says,
a lot of people they look at you and say, he might be a guy.
I don't know what they're talking about. I freely admit I have no idea what they're saying.
I know.
But what are
we can tell.
What are we supposed to think of this guy who does this little racial rap at the inauguration weekend and then holds the benefit? What do you think? Is he a good guy or what? Or what?
I'm going to come clean with you, Bill. I have no idea who the hell this guy even is.
I don't know. I think he's a good businessman.
I have no. Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Look, I mean, I'm tired of the race thing. I don't think the race thing works anymore. You know what I mean? There are racists.
It works in the hip hop community.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
But there are racists. There is real racism. Every time you throw it out meaninglessly,
it denigrates the real problem.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Acorn, another scandal. It's like one a day now. This is Washington. Yesterday it was Baltimore. They had to fire 2 people there. Yeah. Now we have a guy and a lady going in undercover.
They fired 2 people in Baltimore?
Yeah.
They said yesterday this was defamatory and fraudulent.
No, they had to fire them back because they knew you and I were on the case. Now these guys, the undercover guys, went to Washington as posing as pimps and prostitutes. Roll the tape.
You can have a business. She's not going to put on her that she's doing a prostitution business.
She's not going to put on that.
No, she doesn't have to.
But that's the reason for us getting her the house.
She can be a sole proprietor and she's making money. Not saying that it's those kind of services, but she's just, whether she wants to sell goods, whether she's on the telephone, whether she's in marketing, she provides a service as a marketeer. You understand what I'm saying?
So they're basically telling them you can buy a brothel. Here's how you do it. Well,
what's wrong with that? These people are compassionate. They're just trying to help out.
The Acorn people have gotten $56 million taxpayer dollars and could get more. I'm saying no more money, Beck. Not another taxpayer dime.
You know what?
To this.
Look, America. I'm going to announce tomorrow. I'm going to be on television from 1 till 3 here, covering the March on Washington and the Tea Parties and the 9/12 Project all over the country. And I'm going to announce the next phase, and that is. Has the heart of our problems, and the thing that we can unite on is corruption.
Right.
This whole system is corrupt.
Right.
The whole thing
is corrupt. Acorn thing, top to bottom.
You can't. Right. It's beyond Acorn. You can't talk about fixing health care until you clean up the corruption.
But Acorn itself is a corrupt organization.
Yes,
you and I are investigating the Louisiana connection, the state attorney general.
The Louisiana connection, which also in the same building is Acorn and SCIU.
Right.
Who does the president surround himself with? Acorn and SCIU. Well, gee, there's corruption there.
Well,
we
no
can't
more money.
take anything.
No more taxpayer money, and if we find out about it,
nothing.
Right. No more bidding. No more anything. And if we find out about it, we're going to expose all the politicians that are involved.
Did you see the ratings last night on this whole network?
Yes, they were very high.
Very high.
You did very well.
But here's the reason why I bring it up. Did you see the ratings on the other networks? We were the only ones that were covering this story. The New York Times didn't cover it.
Of course.
Nobody covered it.
Well,
Nobody
we know the
covered
press
it.
corruption. All right, today, the anniversary of 9/11. You got a little emotional on your program. I was watching you. A little emotional. Nothing wrong with that. You and Jack Parr. Remember Jack? Way back? He was an emotional guy.
I'm not that old.
No. But you were angry, and rightfully so, that they haven't been able to put the buildings back, right?
Yeah.
Whose fault is that?
The system's fault. The politicians, the corruption, the special interests. Do you know, there's no investigation. There's nobody calling for an investigation in Acorn. There's nobody calling for an investigation why this country hasn't built a building in 8 years on that space. How's that possible in America? Okay?
They're working
no
on it.
investigations on any of these things, Bill. But do you know that they just appointed a 12-person panel to look into the Cambridge police officer? A 12-person panel.
This is about the Gates thing, right?
Yeah. That's amazing.
You had an interesting fact on your program today that it took 400 days to build the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
And that includes putting King Kong on top of it.
Well, I don't know about
that was
King
hard.
Kong.
You know?
That King Kong was on
very,
the ship for a very
hard.
long time.
400 days, ladies and gentlemen, to build the Empire State Building, and it's 8 years, and they still don't have anything close.
Nothing.
Right.
So, Bill, let me ask you this: are we different Americans? Are we different?
It's the power structure.
It's exactly right, and it's corrupt, and it is in bed with special interests. Because I guarantee you, if you take all that system out, if you take those politicians, the special interests, and all of the little politically correct groups out of the way, we would have built it with our hands within a year.
All right. Well, Beck is down here with a hammer on Sunday, so go see him.